a What If series podcast and What If I Can't Communicate Well. Hi, I'm Cyrus P. Aguilar.
I'm Ana Micaela Abelion.
Zaira.
And my name is Hamil Minog Diba.
And I'm Crystal May.
Tara, let's discover the what ifs in communicating.
And its importance in building connections.
This is a What If podcast, originally produced by the Assumptionista team.
Hello. It feels like this month is going by so quickly. It feels like the 1st of September was just yesterday.
Yes, I can already feel the Christmas atmosphere, but I'm still stuck with the Kadayawan festival last month.
Ah, yes, it was amazing.
Speaking of Kadayawan Festival, we really have a lot of tribes here in Davao City. It was so colorful and lively that time.
Yeah, different tribes participated.
Actually, my foot ached a lot since I want to witness every performance they did.
The floats paradise were also stunning.
It is amazing that Davao City has a lot of tribes with different cultures, right?
Yeah. And speaking of cultures, do you guys experience miscommunication with people with different beliefs and practices?
Yes, even people with the same beliefs. I can still experience communication failure. How about cross-cultural communication?
So our one and only what if I can communicate well? I mean, not because I'm mute or what, but because I don't know how to communicate without offending someone or making them misunderstand me, especially in a cross-cultured community.
Actually, we have different views regarding that. So, we're going to point out first the importance of communication. Why do you guys communicate?
Of course, we communicate to inform, persuade, argue, and so on.
Yes, communication is a daily routine to establish relationship too.
With communication, the gap between different cultures can be lessened.
Yes, guys, you nailed it. Actually, communication is more wide than what my team mentioned. So, what if a person cannot communicate well?
In communicating, especially in a cross-cultural community, for me, is to adapt first in your environment or with the person you're talking to in order to prevent misunderstandings and conflict.
Yes, I agree. Communication is also about adapting to effectively communicate, especially if we're aiming to persuade a cross-cultured community into something.
Yes, we can find out a business owner who obviously want to expand his business of pork, meat, productions. Then his parents want to have a franchise near them because pork is a rate in their area.
Why rare?
Because they live in a Muslim-dominant city.
Oh my god, that's disrespectful.
Yes, and like what we are talking about, the business owner want to promote his business first before the build a franchise is that place why will the people from the community agree with you.
Wow! Now that's an example of importance of adaptation to cultural environments.
Yes, other than that, we have a lot of more cultural barriers of communication, which also involves communication styles, cultural context, norms, values, stereotypes, and its communication challenges in cross-cultural communities.
Luckily for us, technology has been a great help in connecting different cultures and making people understand that we're different in so many ways, emphasizing the importance of adaptation.
To communicate well, it doesn't necessarily mean that You must communicate perfectly. Of course, there are barriers, and you're not obliged to prevent it, but you're obliged to overcome it.
How do you overcome this?
You just need to aim your reason for communicating. Is it to deliver a message, to inform, to persuade, or argue?
Yes. Second, you also need to know your audience needs and culture, so you could analyze and adapt their culture to avoid conflicts.
I agree. Next is organizing your ideas. If a person cannot understand what you're saying due to its unclarity because of how unimportant information is more delivered than the vital ones, did you really deliver your message well? As said earlier, you need to adapt with your audience to define the information that they're more interested in. Communication is not only with informing but also keeping the active listening between two parties.
And lastly, follow basic communications Parsifal, which is keeping the message clear, concise, considerate, complete, and culture sensitive.
With these tips, you can successfully manage communication with someone.
Actually, guys, I want to add our what if today, but instead of a what if question, it is a what is.
How brilliant of you!
So, what is the importance of communication in building connections?
That good questions. I think that is important of communications and building connection is translate the exchange of culture, idea, value, and practice on global scale.
Yes, communication is now actually bridged by the use of technological advancements or the internet, whereas communication is more convenient for everyone.
Yeah, even if the person you want to reach out to is on another side of the world, you can conveniently message him or her through Messenger, emails, or with video calls.
Communication is really essential for establishing relationships with other people. Without it, how can you spread information and understand other people?
Yes, I agree. Communication is the bridge between the gaps in different individuals, society, culture, and a community. Without effective communication, how could we connect as a person? What is the essence of a relationship or a connection without communication?
Communication is a two-way process, and if you experience failures and experiencing something too, it will be a trial and error developing practice.
In communication, you must be kind to yourself. Do not invalidate yourself to fit in another culture's stereotypes in communicating. You need to be you, but in a respectful manner only. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others as you explore the world of communication. And this ends our podcast. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.